Let me just start off by asking if y'all want to plug your social media, because sometimes I forget to ask people. Y'all want to plug your social media? Everybody's good? All right, we'll start with the questions. Now, did you want me? I have two sets of questions. One is about dating, and the other one is general. What do you want to do?
Oh, let's do the spicy one.
You want to get the spicy one?
Yeah.
All right, now. First impressions, how important is it when you're meeting a woman?
None. It's not important at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I could like look at someone and then the way I think of them is I that's so not true to how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like it's completely different to how they actually are. So like I gotta like know them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't catch vibes too good in like the first time.
So you could your impression of them can change through the second time, the third time.
Yeah, exactly. It gets better, and sometimes I'm way off, like miles off. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like every time I meet someone, our like relationship evolves. Like my best friend, she used to hate me when I first met her, and then once we got to know each other, now we're inseparable. So
Never judge a book by its cover.
exactly.
Now, how important is the way a woman dresses?
No, I think at for some people it's indicative of like if they're like if the where they're at or not, but for some people it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for
Because some guys will
no.
just look at a woman, she's dressed nicely, and they run at her.
Nah, because like for example like if mixed with other things, right? Like for example you see I'm gonna go off for a little bit. Like you see like a 47-year-old dating like a 23-year-old. There's nothing inherently bad about that. But if coupled with like certain other things, it's a bad indicator. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, I think that's again back to the first impressions thing. So it doesn't matter. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of hypocritical for me to judge somebody based on how they dress, because I don't really dress too nice. So I'd say it doesn't matter. 0
Doesn't
out of
matter.
10.
So she could be wearing baggy jeans and
Yeah.
Bro, I love
hair
baggy
messed
jeans.
up and
Baggy jeans
everything.
are the
I
best.
feel like
She's probably got a reason for it.
I feel like women are pressured more to dress nicely than like guys are. And I feel like when a guy dresses nicer, then obviously they will end up getting more attention from women. But if a guy is like good looking and has a good personality to that girl, then obviously she's going to go after them. And it doesn't necessarily matter whether or not what they look like.
What about when you look at a guy? Do you
When
care
I
if he
look
looks
at
like
a
a
guy,
slob or he's wearing pajamas?
Well, okay, well, if I'm at a function and I see a guy wearing pajamas, I'm immediately going to be like, why is he wearing pajamas? So I guess like there's
Attention
always,
grabber.
yeah, exactly, attention grabber. Or like if he's wearing something that I think looks really nice on a guy, then that will also be attention grabber. Or if like they have certain aspects about like their person or their personality, what they look like, that I naturally gravitate to.
Oh, here's the answer I was thinking of, right? I'm sorry, I just realized what the fuck I was I'm sorry. I just realized what I was trying to say because it sounded off, right?
Indicative.
If the way they dress coincides with their personality,
Yeah.
then that's good. If they're trying to be something they're not, then not.
I
Exactly.
disagree. I disagree. I feel like as long as you, like, yes, you should dress comfortably, but you also should be like just taking care of yourself. And if you like what you're wearing just shows that you're letting yourself go in some like different ways, like you're just like unclean, then I feel like that also just shows like another part of your personality which can be indicative, which I feel like should be like taken into account.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's basically what I said. You know about it has to like if it's good it does like sometimes convey something. That's what I said, right? But like if it's like if they're dressed like well, but in a way that doesn't match their personality, you know what I mean? Like you gotta also like be natural, you know, like not try to be something not like see these hype beast guys, you know, trying to wear all like the fancy big name brand stuff. Like that's not them. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about like whether or not the pieces go together well.
With your
With your personality, like, okay, so if you are just going to grab like different name brands and put that on you and call that a fit, it's probably going to look really bad. But if you take different styles and then match that with how you're feeling that day, and match that also with like, you know, I guess how you vibe, like how you think that you should dress based on how like you think that you should be presented to certain people, like, you know. For example, I will dress like this with my friends, but when I'm going to function with my dad or my brother or something where I have to dress nicer, then I'll dress super preppy. So it all really depends on like who you're with and like the message that you're trying to send out.
Let me step back one moment, please, because I don't think I got your introductions.
My introduction.
Name, where are you from?
Oh yeah, we didn't do that.
Oh yeah. All right. My name is Luis. I'm from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
¿Qué onda?
I'm Will. I'm from Manhattan.
I'm Olivia, and I'm from Manhattan.
I'm Jeanne, and I'm French.
You're French?
Yeah.
Okay, ¿cómo se va?
Yeah.
Okay, now, next question. You ready for it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on... We're here in a park right now, and oftentimes you will see guys just go up to a girl that looks good, and he'll try to, I don't know, give it his best shot to be able to get the contact details of this woman. What are your thoughts on that?
Like, chill out, bro. Like, if you haven't been invited to the party, don't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't been given indicative signs of like that's solicited, then you're just being like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like kind of desperate. You know. So
What
it's
does
just
it
like
mean, though, to be like solicited?
no, but like if
If a woman smiles at you, maybe? Would that be a
If
solicitation?
there's
Or like-
no warning, what he's saying is, if there's no way that the guy can tell that the woman wants to just talk, like, okay, if there is a girl and she's sitting on a bench and she has her headphones on, she's looking at her phone, he's saying, don't go up to that person. But if she's sitting there kind of like, you know, sending out a specific like vibe, saying, "Oh yeah, come talk to me." Like I don't know. Like I've never actually met a woman that is sitting down waiting for someone to come up to
Yeah,
her.
that's a second point, right? Like the park or like an open public place isn't the like the place to like rope people. You know what I'm saying? Like to like try to rope people in. Like it's just about like having discretion. You know what I'm saying? And you have no sense of discretion if you're just like going to public places to try to hit on girls. Like come
Right,
on.
yeah.
People
I
are just
feel
trying.
like
Yeah.
that's really
People are
creepy.
just trying to chill in public places. Like that's like the main reason why. Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a bit of a no-no these days, especially with COVID, all that stuff. But I mean, it's kind of tough to do that and still be respectful of personal space and stuff. It's just a kind of a weird thing. I don't know if I would want somebody coming up to me and be like, "Oh, hey," you know, just kind of hitting me up.
You look
trying to-
cute, right?
What's that?
No, someone coming up to you and say, "Hey, you look cute."
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you
I
know,
really
like,
your jacket.
Eyeing me up like I'm some kind of piece of meat or something.
Yeah,
Nasty.
Exactly.
So that's the wrong approach.
It just
to take.
it just objectifies you like completely.
I don't
The
like
amount
being
of times
objectified.
that I like I was telling you guys before, I was just sitting in Astor Place and I was minding my own business and this guy comes up to me and asks me for directions and of course I give him the directions. But then he asked me
That wasn't
out on a
really what he
date.
was after.
What?
That wasn't really what he was after.
No, exactly. He was asking me out on a date, and then after I told him I was a minor, he was like, "Oh, well, no, that's not a big a deal." And I was just like, "Sir, it is like 9 p.m. and I'm waiting for my friend. Please leave. This is very creepy." So,
Quit while you're ahead.
Oh,
What are your thoughts on men approaching women or girls in your case in public, whether you're at a gym, you're at a bus stop, you're on the subway? I mean, I'm sure that's happened to you many times as well.
yeah, just
What-
don't.
Don't do it.
Honestly, it's super uncomfortable. It's never pleasant. Like you're always doing your own thing when you're at a bus station. Like even if you do seem like open, I guess, it's just disrespectful.
the only
Like
time-
if a person like, hey, like yeah, you're like hot. Like, can I get your number? It's just like
it's just like get out of there.
remove yourself.
What if he pretends to like have a conversation with you? Like, how about them
That's
Dodgers?
just
Or
manipulative.
Exactly.
don't even try that
Not
either.
even
Yeah,
the
no.
only time that I would say that it's appropriate to approach a woman and try and get her contact information is when you're in a setting like a bar, a party, you're at a friend's house and you meet someone that you find attractive, or like you're in a small group setting and like you're with some friends and there's a mutual friend there and you find her attractive. That's when you can go up to her and be like, "Oh, I thought I really vibed with you today. What's your number so I can maybe hang out with you again?" That's like kind of the time that I would think that it would be appropriate to. 'Cause
Would
then-
y'all mind moving because like the music?
Yeah.
Let's just go over there. Because you know, if I stand over there, the music's gonna interrupt with the
Then
audio.
you won't be able to hear anything, especially with the mask.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this is good right here, back there.
Are we still rolling the same question?
Yeah. Did you want to say something about it?
Yeah.
So we are talking about approaching women. Move over a little bit because that light's gonna interfere with the background.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you wanted to talk about
Yeah, I know.
approaching women in public. Go
Right, yeah,
ahead.
because I agree with you. Like at a party or like a social setting is different.
But not on the street.
Right? No, no.
Not in
because
the
The reason
supermarket.
why it's different at the party because you're like.
You're there to
tell-
socialize.
You can tell that you're basing it off of not just like if you're over here like like in public
Yeah.
and some guy comes in after you, you know for sure the only thing he's looking at is like physical attraction.
Right.
Like looking at the person and like, oh, I'd want to like tap that. You know what I'm saying? So they're not basing it off of anything else. So it's inherently going to be more. There's going to be more times where it's objectifying. You know, back to the piece of meat argument. So like it's just setting up like so they're only looking at like you as like a sex object.
Yeah, you size it up your skin, not your vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I want someone to look at me and be like, yes, she's really beautiful, but I like what's behind all that beautiful beauty than just like.
So
Oh,
she has
wow,
to
she's
know.
hot,
He has to
you know?
know you for who you
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
Anything to add?
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like if you're just meeting someone and if you know that you have like a short time to like talk with them, it's hard not to like ignore everything about how they look physically because you can get just so much information from that. So it is just a little like difficult, but at the same time, like I also understand the other viewpoint.
All right. Next question. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Name the last 3 girls you liked and why. You can skip any questions you want to skip. Just say
Okay.
skip.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, I
I'm
haven't
gonna
been
skip
out.
this one. No. How about I skip this one?
I haven't been
Yeah.
outside my house for like 8 months.
How about you do that question?
This
wait,
one?
never mind.
I haven't left home in like a year almost, bro. I don't even remember.
No, you don't remember?
Yeah, bro.
Well, my ex-boyfriend, I liked him because I thought he was really,
And it
really
doesn't have to be someone you were with.
Yeah.
Anyone that you like for any
well,
reason.
The only
guys.
people that I've actually like truly liked have been the people that I've dated, the past 3 people. So my ex-boyfriend, I really liked him because I thought he was really funny. I thought that he matched my vibe pretty well, and yeah. But then I found out that everything was fake, so that didn't work out. The guy.
Wait,
that
how
I-
long did it take you to figure out he was fake?
Well, he was dating a whole other girl while dating me, and I found out because the other girlfriend ended up texting me saying, "Hey, we're dating the same guy." The guy before that, I really liked him for the same reason. See, I thought he was funny. I thought he matched my vibe well. He lived in the city, so that was a plus. I don't know. I just thought that he got along well with some of my friends, and I feel like if you're with someone, they should also like your friends as well as you, because your friends are other part of you, and it's a reflection of you as well. Because like if you hang out with a certain group of people, then obviously you're gonna have like very similar things to them as they. So like it's like other versions of you, I guess, right, you could say. And then I can't remember the last person that I liked before that, so. Because I was
That's good.
dating the other guy for almost, for 6 months, for 7 months, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Next.
No, I'll skip this question.
Skip? Okay. All right, next question. What are some turn-offs
Some
for
turn-offs?
girls? Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Turn offs. When you feel like you gotta be like dodging potholes in a sense, you feel like you gotta be like, you know what I mean? Or you can't really like be yourself or anything. You gotta put something up because that's just stress, and stress is a super turn off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Tiptoe around certain subjects.
Right. Or not even that. Just like you can't like express yourself as you. Like, yeah.
I'd say probably a similar thing. I think kind of a big turnoff is when they try to get you to become somebody that you really aren't. They try to change you. You know, they
Trying to
get,
dress you a certain way.
Oh
yeah. You know, they get with you because you're a certain person, and then they try to, you know, change that person to be somebody else. I don't really like that.
Oh, I got another one. Sorry, like less. Go. Like lack of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're like doing something together, and then like I feel like you know you gotta be the one doing most of the work. It's like a conversation. You know what I mean? You're just like swapping at vibes. You swap energy. So like you got.
She's got to put in as much as you.
Right, yeah, because it's like a conversation. So if you feel like if you're the only one doing work, it feels more like you're doing something to them instead of with them, and that's not feel good at all.
Yeah, it's definitely a two-way street.
when you find out that it's like all about sex and not necessarily about like the people behind that behind the body and everything. when I
So
don't
it's
know,
gotta be
they don't
multi-dimensional.
treat themselves well. Like if they have a lot of mental health issues that they just don't want to address, so they're letting themselves slip away. Like watching that is possibly the most painful thing on the planet for the other person. Because all you want to do is help them, but you can't. When they're not into the same things as you, because like I feel like if I really like someone, then often they're into the same things I am, and I don't really want to force someone to like things that I like. I want them to be open-minded to the things that I like, and I'll be open-minded to the things that they like, and I want to have a base of like different things that we're both into. And if they
So he needs to be able to compromise.
exactly, and then I had one more, but I can't remember it now. Well,
Shall we skip to you first?
Yeah. When they're narcissistic,
oh yeah.
when they're pessimistic, and yeah, when they take advantage of you.
When they're too serious.
Yeah, too serious, or when they take advantage of you, just either physically, emotionally. It's just it ruins everything that like could happen next. And negativity also, such a turn off.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember the last.
Okay,
name,
we'll
but
come
I
back to
can't
that. Next question. Online dating.
No.
Your thoughts?
No, it doesn't work. You can't feel the person's vibe if they're not in front of your face. You know what I mean?
I've been getting that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell what a person is like through a profile.
Exactly, right. I would honestly like.
That's the whole point of them talking to them.
What was it?
That's the whole point of them talking to them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole point of online dating is so that you can be introduced to other people. Just because.
So you're for it then?
Yeah, well, okay. Just because you swipe right on someone doesn't mean that you are going to start dating them. You're gonna try them out essentially, and just be like, if you like this person, and if you do, great. If you don't, then you know that's what online dating is all about. It's kind of like roulette in a way.
But I find it's too superficial because the only reason why you're swiping on them, well, the first thing that comes up is a picture of them.
Right.
And the reason why you reject or accept it is just purely on looks. And it's just, like, for me, that's just a bad way to start any type of relationship. And two, the person, when they put up their, like, profile, they're putting up the best things that they like of themselves. So obviously you don't know their whole self. And it's just, a lot of it can be hidden. And sometimes things that are just, like, major red flags.
So there's too much of an unknown there.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I agree with that, but I'm still for like online dating because if you're in an area where you can't really like now, for example, if you can't go out to school and meet these people, you can't go out to the bars and meet these people, you can't go out to these parties and meet these people, then online dating is kind of like, and you want a relationship, like assuming that you do want one, then like it's kind of like your only way out. So, I mean, I'm for it because of quarantine and everything, but you know.
Your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, I can't really speak for it. I never tried it, so I guess if you're into it, you're into it, and if you're not, you know, don't do it. But
What turns you off about it, if anything?
I mean, it's not even that anything turns me off. I just I never really felt like I needed to do that. I wasn't in the mood to download an app. It just didn't feel right, you know. I don't know why, but
Do you usually meet women through people that you know? Why or why not?
I mean, I usually do, but I don't think it's important. I think you can meet someone whenever, and then, you know, you can just have, if you have chemistry, you have chemistry, right? I mean, I usually do just by proxy, just by chance, right? I feel like it's more common, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Well, you say you haven't been out in a while.
yeah.
But when you
Yeah.
did you meet people women through people that you knew, or why?
Yeah,
or why
for the
not?
most part, you need a reason to get outside, and that was my reason. I'd be hanging out with my friends. They'd be like, "Oh, you know, there's these two girls. You know, we're all hanging out. Come with." That's how I meet people.
Most of the guys that I've dated, I've met through other people. So, I mean, obviously I'm not going to limit myself through that, but yeah, I mean, it's not super important if they know everybody in your circle. I think that it's even more exciting if they don't know anything about you and you're starting brand new. But, you know, most of the people I've dated have been through other friends, yeah.
What was the question? What was it?
Do you usually meet men, through people that you already know?
Yeah.
Or are you just meeting them like separately entirely?
No. The people I already know. Because that, like, I guess I just trust the judgment of the person who I like met them from. If that makes sense.
All right, next question. What are you looking for in a woman?
Chemistry, you know, I want to be compatible with them, right? I want to be able to like, you know, relax when I'm talking to them, right? And just to like, that they match my energy, you know, match my intensity, all that, you know? Yeah.
That's a thinker. I think it's just got to be somebody that you can stand being around. I think a lot of people, you know, you think they're great at first, and then you realize over time they're not really that great. You see all the imperfections, and sometimes that kind of thing just it doesn't work with your personality, and you got to change. And I think you just need to find somebody where, you know, your imperfections and their imperfections, you know, they kind of grind together like the gears in some kind of machine, you know? And they work, you know, they work.
Someone that I'm physically and emotionally attracted to, because I feel like if you don't have that attraction physically, then it's not really going to work out. If you are not, like, if you can't look at your partner and find them attractive in some way, then obviously it's not going to work out. But then if you are only dating someone because you find them attractive, that's incredibly shallow. So I need to be able to match with them emotionally as well as like physically. So that's what I'm looking for.
What I look for? Oh yeah, to just be able to be vulnerable with the person that I'm with.
To feel protected maybe too?
Yeah, protected and comfortable.
You get that a lot. How long should a guy wait before he calls the girl after he gets the number?
I feel like there's no set time, right? I feel like, because I know people, right? Like that when I snap them, like they'll wait for like literally an hour. They'll like almost like a timer, and like they'll respond to like try to, you know, seem like they like. But like some people, like they literally open the snap before, and I can see an hour wait, and then they respond. You know, like it's like, hey, what's up? Wait an hour of like open the snap, and it's like, hey, nothing. What are you? Yeah, super dry. Yeah, I know, because like, but I think there's no set time limit. You can't put a timer on it, but. You know, if they're not responding to you like at the same speed as you are, they're not as engaged in what you're in both of you as you are. You know, like keep your dignity, man. You know what I mean? Like your dignity is not worth, you know what I mean? Like this girl, like or like this person that you're trying to be with.
So you don't believe if you contact a woman too quickly, you sound desperate?
I mean, I feel like if it's a pattern of you contacting really fast and then them just waiting, then you're like really disrespecting yourself because you're doing this all for a person that doesn't appreciate the relationship you two have like as much as you do. So like that if it's a pattern, that's not good. You know, like dignity, keep your dignity.
Wait, what was the question?
How long do you wait before you call a girl?
After you get her number?
Yeah.
1 day, 3 hours, 27 minutes. That's it.
How long does a guy need to wait before he calls you?
I think the most attractive thing is them showing that they're interested in me. So if I go out on a date with a guy and I give him my number, my social media and whatever, if he contacts me like an hour after whatever we did, that would be so attractive to me because I'm like, oh wow, he's interested in me, he really enjoyed his time, like blah blah blah. Like, and yeah, no, I like that a lot. And then also like where you don't feel embarrassed to respond quickly. Because I feel like when I really vibe with someone, I want to be having like a flowing conversation that isn't stopped by, oh my god, I need to wait a minute. Like, no, the minute I get that Snapchat, I want to open it, I want to see what they're saying, and then I'm going to respond. And I want them to hold the same energy. Once I get that text message, I'm going to respond, and I want to see a response right back. Like, if we're having a conversation, we're having a conversation. I don't want to wait an hour, and I don't want to wait an hour to like respond, and I don't want to wait an hour to get my response, you know?
So responding too quickly is not a sign of desperation.
No. It's a sign of being interested. And if you're interested, that's all that matters. That's the whole point of getting to know someone. Is because you're
So if you wait too long, it might sound like you're not interested.
Exactly, yeah.
So don't do that.
I'll lose my interest if a guy waits too long. So, you know. It's fun.
Is 1 day 3 hours and 20
That's too long, man. She said an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I
go
like
for
I
it.
get mad when I hang out with someone and I text them saying, "Hey, I had a really great time," and then they don't respond back saying, "Yeah, I had a great time too." Like that pisses me off because then I feel like I wasted my time. So
But you had a great time.
I had a great time and I told them, but they didn't tell me that.
So if they didn't have a great time, you're wasting your time?
Yeah, I guess because if you didn't have a great time, why didn't you leave? I could have been doing something else.
Your thoughts? How long does the guy wait?
Just don't wait.
Don't wait. Just call whenever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever
Like,
you feel like it. Go with your.
Why would you wait? Like, do you have, like, just call?
All right. Next question.
How many of these questions?
I got this, man. Yeah, as long we can go all night.
How much more time do you have? How much more time do you have?
Jesus, wait, it's that
It's
many?
9:03.
Is each one of those lines one question?
I love that.
No, I just got these lines here. These,
Oh, yeah,
I started from here and I'm going down to here.
Yeah, that's great. That's fine. That's fine. No?
Sick.
I mean, you guys are good.
9:03.
Yeah. All right, let's go
Say
then.
after this, did you get something to drink?
All right.
Yeah, I'm a little thirsty too.
Now,
Then come back.
when you like when a girl likes you, what signals does she send out to you? Does she smile? Does she wink? Does she
It's
she wave?
I mean, it's different for everyone, right?
Shake
So
her
it's
booty?
just so it's just energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you'll be if you're attuned to that, you can be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, they just seem more invested, right? They seem more invested in you as a person and in spending time with you. And that's nice. I like that. You know what I mean? And that's how they're, you know, when they're doing that thing of like they're trying to like make you want them. Like no, come on, like just be like, you know, just be like legit and be like interested, right? Yeah. So like that's why I usually.
Okay, wait, was it what I do when I...
No, what signals does a girl send you when she likes you? When she at least is willing to allow you to approach her? Are we looking for smiles? Are we looking for winks? Are we looking for waves?
Maybe a little small talk, maybe like conversation or something.
Conversation?
I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
next.
it's always different.
What signals do you send out when you are willing to engage in a man?
And I'm like super flirty and I make it super obvious.
Do you smile? Do you wink? What do you do?
I smile as is. Like I'm already a kind of a super flirty person, even with my friends. But that it gets like more than that once I'm interested in them. Like I'll find reasons to touch them because the way my love language is physical touch. So the way that I show that I really like someone is through like hugging them, touching them, like you know, fixing something. Like if there's
Fixing their
something
hair,
wrong with
if it's,
I'll
like,
play
not
with
a-
their hair. Hair is a huge thing for me. And I don't know, I'll just be kind of flirty. I'll be complimenting them, you know, that type of thing. I'll tease them a little bit too. Yeah.
So they'll definitely know when you
They'll
like
know.
them.
Yeah, I make it stupid obvious.
I don't know. For me, I just like maintain more eye contact than I do with other people. I'll just show more interest in them by just like looking at them more, listening to them, just letting them talk. That quite simple.
All right, now what are some negative signals that women will send you?
Like
If
when-
you, let's say you like a girl, and you're looking at her, you're smiling at her, you want to approach her. What are some negative signals that women send out to tell you, don't bother?
I think if you're being enthusiastic and they're being passive, and then like drop it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a clear sign. If they're like very like short answers to you, right? Then that's a clear sign like that. You know they want you to stay away, and you should respect that, right? And so like if they're just like very not energetic when they're talking to you, right? That means they want you to get out of their face, right? As quick as possible.
Okay.
So the opposite of the last
The
question.
the opposite, yeah.
Okay.
Frowns, when they look away, they don't make eye contact, they turn away, they walk away. What are some things that women will send you?
Really?
I wouldn't know. That's never happened to me. No one's ever turned me down.
Okay,
That's
so
not-
it's a 100% success rate right here.
What was the question?
What are some signals that you send to a guy that you don't like, but he likes you? He's looking at
Oh.
you, he's
I'll
checking
be
you out.
Super dry. And I'll turn monotone. I'm like trying to find outside of the situation.
Do you look away? Do you walk away?
Well, okay. Well, I'm ADHD, so as is, I probably won't be maintaining eye contact only because it's really hard for me. But I'll turn like super dry. I will definitely turn all of my energy off where I'm not as excited. I'll probably be like actively trying to find outs of the situation that I'm in. And then if the guy really doesn't get the message, I'll be straight up and just be like, I'm not interested, you know? So.
Guy likes you, you don't like him.
Usually what I do with every person that I really don't vibe with, I just like stop talking to them, just make them sound. If they just continue talking, I just don't respond like with anything or just very like, yeah, no. And then eventually they'll feel awkward and so it'll make them uncomfortable and then they'll stop talking. So, simple.
Excellent strategy. Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
All right, final question. I know y'all are ready to get out of here. Now, how long does it take for you to like someone?
Well, there's two things, right? You either have a crush on someone or you can like them, right?
Just like them to maybe like think, yeah, I could see myself dating her.
That's not long. Honestly, that's just like chemistry and like the vibe that they're presenting me with. But honestly, that's not a lot to go off of, right? But if I am compatible with what they're presenting me to, I take them at their word and they'll be like, yeah, okay, right? But like to like truly genuinely know someone, if I see the worst parts of them and I'm still like, oh my god, this is the most amazing person, right? Like, and like the worst parts only make it better, you know what I'm saying? Then like that's when you genuinely have something going on, you know?
How long does it take for me to like someone?
Did you have to know them for like a week, 2 weeks?
I don't think I have to know them for that long. I think within the course of like one night, I can kind of figure out, you know what I mean, like a couple hours. I don't know. It's like you meet them and you gotta size them up. You gotta be like, okay, you know, how is she in conversation? You know, how is she like? Is she open or closed? Is she introvert, extrovert? Look at all the different things. You gotta meet her first. You can't just be like, oh, she's pretty, like I could date her. You gotta like just hang out with her for a little bit, see what she's like, and then I don't think you need like a full week though, you know?
I would say like, I would say that it doesn't take me that long to see if I like someone, like maybe a night, but in order for me to like continue feeling those feelings, I would need to hang out with them consecutively before I figure out, oh, like, hey, I actually like really vibe with this person, I want to date them.
So that would be like, what? How long would that be?
I don't know. It really
2 weeks?
depends. Like, because whether or not I lose interest, like, changes every single time. It really depends on like how often we're talking, like when we're not together, what the vibe is when we are together, you know, all that thing. So, you know.
Me, I just have to see them in different situations. Like, someone like talking to me, yes, like I might develop just like an interest for them, but like I have to see how they are like with their family or with their close friends. Just see like more of their like different types of facets before I actually start liking them. And so that could take, I guess, like from
5
a day.
or 6 meetings maybe.
Yeah, exactly. From 5 or 6, or like a week, a month. I just have to be able to see them in different contexts.
So you take your time.
Yeah.
To go off of what she said about the different settings, right? Like, I feel like what's important also is you have to see them when their back is against the wall, when they're like in a tough spot, right? See how they respond, you know? See what kind of, that's when you know what kind of person they are, like how they respond to like adversity or how they respond to like stressful situations, you know what I'm saying? Or situations where they might not have an advantage, how they respond to that. And I feel like that's is going to be more telling than anything they present you with, you know, themselves willingly.
They got to be put to the test. All right, now, thank you for the interview. Do I have your permission to put this on the internet?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Hey.